Rockwell. We have been in the industry for 30 years already. Mainly owned by the Locuses. So if you're familiar, it's the same people. But our chairman is of course Mr. Nestor Padilla or Suntong as we call him. Most of our projects that are known is mostly based in Rockwell. So we have our flagship development, which we call Rockwell Center, which is now located in Makati. Now that is where you'll be able to find the power plant mall. So that's our Katong signature Inca mall. And then the residential developments around that are Rockwell as well. Um, we have expanded from the Manila developments way back 2010s. So that's like around 16 years ago. With the first development being 32 Sanson. So 32 Sanson in Lahog, that's the very first development outside of Metro Manila. And then since then, we have continued the expansion. So here in Cebu, we have three projects. 32 Sanson in Lahog. Of course, we also have Aruga Resort and Residences in Lactan. We will be visiting that later on. And then this would be the latest one for the Cebu market, which is IPI Center by Rockwell. So with this, we call this IPI Center because of course it is a joint venture with International Pharmaceuticals Inc. So the ones owned by the Wongs and the Castillos. So Ilahaning Land. And they have partnered with Rockwell Land Corporation to develop this area. So this is what you see right now. This used to be a 2.8 hectare development, but with the recent expansion, so we have acquired a lot in this area. This is now 3.6.
Oh,
If you're familiar, the one facing along Banilad Road, so we have expanded that area already. So mas dako pa ani na scale model.
so previously there was only
So the one you see here in the scale model, this is 2.8.
2.8.
Yes, but with the
Now,
expansion, it's 3.6.
bigger, yeah?
Kaya doon si Country Club.
Along that road, sir. So if you're familiar with Samantha Badrana School, yes, so we have acquired that property already. So that is also in continuation with this project, with the expansion. So what is with IPI Center, non-Rockwell? Well, we have three components for now. We have, of course, here our retail. So this is really the highlight for this project. So we have our own retail over here. This would be the office tower, which we call One Rockwell. So this is an office tower. And then this is our residential tower, which we call Lincoln. So when we talk about Lincoln, then we're talking about the residential tower. Now, if you would like to come in closer, for the residential tower, this is our typical high-rise condominium. So this is 53 stories high with 49 physical floors. So it is quite high. But then, of course, at the below here, we have three parking levels also. So since most of the units, if not all, has parking allocation already. And then right here at the back, we also have 8 exclusive villas. So these are villas right over here in the back. So highlighting Lincoln Tower, our residential tower, what's nice about this also is that we only have 12 units per floor. And those 12 units, you can see here. So this would be our unit mix. We have here studio all the way up to a 3-bed. So the studio units, these are the units highlighted in gray. We have 4. So it starts at 33 to 35 square meters.
Only 4.
Only 4
In
per
that-
floor.
per
Per floor. Yes, ma'am. So these are our studio. And then of course we have our 1 bedroom. 1 bedroom starts at 58 square meters all the way to 65. Quite spacious for a 1 bedroom, yes. And also we have a 1 bedroom flexi over here. So it is like a union between a studio and a 1 bed. It is bigger than a studio, smaller than a 1 bedroom, and it has its own partition that separates the bedroom from the living spaces. And then the 2 bedroom units that we have would be the corner cuts. So 2 bedroom is 104 square meters. And then there's only 3 bedroom per floor. So this is the unit you see over here. This is our 3 bedroom, 154 square meters. Now, one thing I would like to highlight is that all of these units comes with parking already. So for example, the 3 bedroom comes with 2 parking slots. The rest of the unit comes with one parking slots. And then inside, we have 7 high-speed elevators. So that's 7 with 12 units per floor, which I would say if it's somebody who's looking for something end use, it's very convenient for them. Especially kanang it's not crowded. With this one also, there's one service elevator. And then fire exits, of course. Garbage chutes per floor is also um, a part of this layout. There you go. So in total, for this entire tower, there's around 500 units, around 540 units for this entire building. Now for the amenities, here at the back, outside amenities, we have the swimming pool here at the back. And then, of course, we have a multi-purpose court. The entire area for the residential area, that's 70% open space. So it's also very convenient for our clients because then they get to enjoy what they like about Sanson, where they have a lot of greeneries, open fresh air, of course. So they would still have that for this residential building. And then when they go down to the ground floor, all of the amenities are also found there. So the gym, of course, the function hall. We also have a library lounge. So if they have guests, they don't want them to go up, they can entertain them there at the library lounge. Questions so far? None? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So one thing we really do highlight about this residential tower is the convenience of having retail. Here in Cebu, everything is near, but tends to get a little traffic nowadays. Diba? So with this one, all you really have to do is ride the elevator, go down to the basement, and the grocery is just a few steps away. So that's the convenience. The ATM is a couple steps away. The pharmacy is a couple steps away. Even coffee shops, restaurants. So it's really having everything within reach. Now with that, highlighting the retail, a lot of the brands or partners that we will feature here will be of course Best of Manila and Cebu. So in Rockwell, Makati, we have the Grid, which is what we call our food court also. So we will be bringing that here. So Mark natin own that in a food court with our retail here in our retail area. So if you notice, with the retail, there's also an open area here in the middle. So instead of maximizing this for parking, here in Cebu, we have a lot of strip malls. But mostly in the middle is utilized for parking. But instead, what we're highlighting here is that we have alfresco dining also. So in the afternoons, in the evenings, it's really nice to lounge around, drink your coffee, nara ka sa gawas. Diba? So of course, with having the safety and security and within this Rockwell development. Then aside from that, we also have again one Rockwell as our office tower. So we have 3 floors that we will be selling outright. So sizes ranges from 83 square meters all the way up to 229. That's for them to really just buy a unit like an office unit and use that for themselves. But we also have what we call assured lease advantage na product. So those are units that we are selling purely for investment. So basically, when they purchase a unit, let's say an 83 or 100 square meter unit, they will be getting a guaranteed lease, which is a guaranteed tenant would be Rockwell and IPI. So I can discuss that deeper with you once you want. But mainly that would be the gist. So they buy an office unit, guaranteed tenant is gonna be Rockwell IT development. So they won't have to look for any clients already. Tenants will make tenant, which is us. So overall, that is an overview of IPI Center.